Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am giving away a Morphe 18S Sunset Beats Artistry Palette. So if you want to see how you can win this and how I used it to create the look I'm wearing today, then stick around and let's do some makeup. All right, let's get in Morphe 18S Sunset Beats Artistry Palette. I'm really going to focus on the yellows today because it's spectacular and we are definitely hitting this color hard today. Instapop shade brush. Let's do Sundays right here. Sorry, not that. This top one right here. Sundays. Crease prep brush and this orange guy right here on the end, which is Orange Sky. And let's just apply that all over the bottom lid and into the socket. This light guy, which is has a little bit of a shimmer. It's called Spectacle. And I'm going to use the Instapop shade brush with that. And I'm just going to tap that on the inside corner here. I'm going in with another, this is actually a crease prep brush. And this is where we're going to start to lay down some of our darker colors. Let's start with this bronzy guy right here. That is Copper Vision. And I'm going to load that up onto my crease prep brush. And this is just going to go in the crease. Now we're going to take it down a little bit darker again. We're going to go into this really warm sort of milk chocolate brown, which is called Landscape. And I'm going to use the same deluxe crease prep brush. And this one I'm going to keep real tight to the socket. And I'm not going to go as high as I did with the Copper Vision. I don't want to completely cover up the Copper Vision because we're using that all just to create a blend. And now at this point, I'm going to take a definer brush and buff that out, blend it out. We're going to go into the next guy over, which is Maroon Island. And for that guy, I'm going in with the Instapop crease brush. And this is really going to stay right in that socket. Now what I want to do is I really want to deepen the appearance of a fold or a crease. So we're going to use that same Maroon Island color with a definer brush and literally just create a line, the very base of our contour work. Kind of just tapping it into place. And then just a quick little buff a couple times back and forth, really just with the tip of the definer brush. A base shadow brush and this real light pearlescent guy called Moonrise. And this is just going to go on the brow bone. Nothing too crazy, nothing too serious. Just meant to kind of soften the eyeshadow that's crept itself up to the brow bone. A 005 eyeshadow brush. And we're going to go into this guy right down here on the bottom, which is After Dusk. And we're going to build the outside corner of the eye up. So we're just going to come down from the contour to the lash bed with an angle. And then we're going to sweep the color in, sweeping more towards, when we're down by the lashes, we're sweeping a little bit more into the eyelid. And then we decrease and shorten how much we're pulling in as we work our way to the outside corner. And I don't want to go into the contour. I just want to kind of meet it on the very outside of the eye. Again, definer brush, really great blending brush. We're gonna see how it kind of creates those like little jagged pieces or that jagged line. What we're gonna do is just very softly go through and blend that. And then blend these outside edges. Let's get to the cut crease. For that, I'm going to use Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX01 with a Bold Metals Collection 102 concealer brush. And I'm going to grab a bit of that on my brush, and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand so that I can work it into the brush, and the body heat from my body heat from the top of my hand will kind of soften the product a little bit and make it easier to work with. So I'm going to come in on the inside corner, and we're just going to start carving that out. I look and I see, okay, how much am I losing when my eye opens? So I kind of come in and I'll raise that line up just a little bit more. See, it just makes everything that you've done pop because you're creating a starker line of contrast. So that's where you get that pop and that boldness. So this is now the concealer's on there. It's still wet. While it is wet, I'm going to set it with eyeshadow, starting with another little line of the maroon color just above or right on the very top of the concealer. Really create that more dramatic fold, and then we're just going to kind of swipe it up a little bit. And now I want to set the concealer, but I'm going to set it with eyeshadow. I'm going to use this bold, bright yellow right here, which is Awe Light. And I'm just going to tap that onto the concealer. And you'll need a lot on your brush because the concealer is just going to kind of eat it up. The 005 back into the After Dusk color. And let's just sweep a little bit more of that into the yellow, but just on the lower lid and just a little above the natural socket bone. I'm going to prep the lid with MAC Dazzle Shadow, and this is in Flash and Dash. Where this shadow stops, that's where we'll stop this application. You can get the inside corner, and we're going right up to that contour line there. I want to take that the Instapop shadow brush and right into that sunburst color right here. It's like the consistency of a lip scrub. So you don't want to just, you can see as I'm using mine how it just kind of comes apart a little bit like a lip scrub. That's what it looks like. So you just want to tap that in and make sure that you don't rub it. Max Vanilla Pigment. I'm going to take a little bit of that into the lid, and let's use the base shadow brush that we did for the brow bone highlight. We'll just dip that into that, tap off the excess, and this is just going to go right in the inside corner of the eye. And then whatever's left over on the brush, let's just tap that onto the brow bone, but not all the way through, just under the arch of the eyebrow. This is a discontinued product, but I'm going to use it anyway because I have it and I can. It's the MAC Dazzle Liner in Holiday Time. And this is just going to paint, I'm going to paint this on the inside corner of the eye on top of the vanilla pigment. MAC Eye Kohl pencil, and this one is in Smolder. And I'm gonna line the inside, or the tight line of the upper lashes, but I'm only gonna line them to where this darker color is. I'm not gonna line them on the inside. And we'll do a liquid liner, but I just want more impact drawn on the outside, or attention drawn to the outside of the eye. For the waterline, we're going to use MAC Eye Kohl pencil in Fascinating. Let's put a little lower liner on. For that, I'm going to use a smudge liner brush, and the darker maroon color, Maroon Island. Yeah, Maroon Island. Let's line the lower lash line with that. And then going back in with our smudge liner brush, I'm going to go into this, the dark guy After Dusk. Just lightly blending the two together on the edges here with my definer brush. MAC Brush Black Brush Stroke 24-hour liner. What I am going to do is get my Instapop crease brush ready, and I'm going to take a little bit of this liner and just work it up into that darker color, and then use this before it dries to blend it up a little bit. Let's put a little extra pizzazz and glitter on the eyes. Let's do some MAC Silver Stars on the outside. And to get those to stick, I'm going to use another MAC Dazzle Shadow liquid. And this one is in Not Afraid to Sparkle. And I like this one because it's basically a clear base, but it just has glitter to it. So it doesn't add a lot of color, which is nice because it doesn't compete with the silver and the stars, which are going to reflect, pretty much whatever you put them on because they're silver like a mirror. Let's dust off this excess powder that I've laid down. Let's just kind of do it like right about here, a little bit into the eyeshadow. Get a little bit of the Dazzle Shadow on the finger so the stars stick. Pick up the stars and then just lay them down where you've put your Dazzle Shadow. Bye-bye. Now it is time for lashes. I'm gonna go pop those on and I will be right back. I have popped my lashes on. These are 2 pairs of Ardell 253s that I've stacked together, and I applied them with some Duo eyelash adhesive in dark, and then I prepped my lashes with a MAC eyelash curler and mascara. Before we do brows and lips, let's finish off the cheeks. MAC bronzing powder, and this one is in golden, and I'm using that with the discontinued Artist powder brush. And now, because I have these stars here, I gotta be careful. So I'm really just gonna kind of position this on the top of the cheekbone rather than going in like this. Position this on the top of the cheekbone and then work it up into the temple and the forehead. And that was, honestly, that was just a mistake on my part. I wasn't thinking. Should have done the stars at the very end. Taking a Real Techniques blush brush and MAC blush in Fleur Power. MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. And I'm going to start with a setting brush, and then I'm going to finish with a fan brush today. Let's put a little bit on the tip of the nose, a little bit on the bridge. And then some on the forehead, and then Cupid's bow. Add another little soft layer of highlight around that sort of laser beam we set down before. MAC. This is the Shape and Shade Brow Tint in Spiked. So I'm just kind of following the natural shape of my brow, which I find really easy to do with this. Instead of like an actual pencil, this sort of little felt nubbin, and then the color is actually in the lid. So whenever you need more color, you just screw the lid on and it gets more product on there. And it's kind of like a wax, I think. It goes on like a wax. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. It bears repeating. Okay, felt tip pen. Creating these little tiny hairline strokes. I'm super happy with this pen. I like it. Might pick up some more of those too. Last is lips. I'm going to use Runway Rogue's lip pencil in Cover Shoot. Blend that lip liner in with a lip smudge brush. Runway Rogue's liquid lipstick in Day Rate. And then while that's drying, oh, boo-boo. Let's go ahead and fix that and then work the rest of it in. Lip gloss in Photo Filter. I'm going to focus on the center of the lip to kind of create a highlight so that the lip appears a little fuller and kind of poutier. Let's finish everything off with a spritz of the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Then while the setting spray is damp, we're going to work that into the surface of the makeup with our powder brush. You want to do it while it's damp, and you're just very, very gently tapping. You're not going hard at all. It's just tap, tap, tap. Let's see what we can do with hair. I'm gonna grab my edge saver here, put this guy on. Yeah, I think that works. All right, guys, this is it. This is the look I've created with the Morphe 18S Sunset Beats eyeshadow palette. If you guys want to win this palette, what you need to do is subscribe to my channel, and in the comments downstairs, tell me what your favorite part of summer is. Don't forget to subscribe and be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.